My child, my beloved, pause for a moment and breathe slowly. The message you're reading is designed to create urgency and fear, but real truth does not depend on a countdown or threaten you with loss if you don't act immediately. Nothing meaningful in your life will disappear just because you stop reading or don't stay. That rising heartbeat, that pressure in your chest, it's not a supernatural signal. It's your body reacting to stress and intensity. Anyone exposed to words like last chance and only 10 minutes would feel the same. That feeling deserves calm, not more pressure. My beloved, there is no hidden door that will close forever in the next few minutes. Your life does not hinge on a single moment like this. Opportunities, healing, and change come through real actions, real decisions, and time, not through messages that demand immediate belief. You are not being watched by angels waiting to see if you stay, and no miracle will be taken away from you and given to someone else because you scroll past. That idea is meant to control your attention, not guide your life. If you are hoping for change, for relief, for something better, that hope is valid. But the path forward is grounded. Take care of yourself. Make thoughtful choices. Talk to people you trust and move step by step. That is how real miracles in life happen. You don't need to prove anything by staying. You don't need to fear missing something invisible. You are safe to close this kind of message and return to what is real around you. This is the answer you begged to see. This is your last chance, my child. My beloved, lean closer. This is the moment heaven has been preparing for. Archangel Michael's voice is echoing through the unseen, and every syllable is written with fire for your name alone. He says, do not turn away now. Do not scroll away. The door has been opened for the final time. If they remain, their miracle will unfold within minutes. If they leave, the blessing will vanish like smoke. Do you feel that in your spirit? That trembling inside, that heaviness, that sudden chill across your skin? That is not fear. That is not chance. That is recognition. Your soul knows this is the message it has been waiting for. Your heart knows this is the moment it was created for. Beloved, the heavens are watching. The angels are holding their breath. God Himself has leaned closer to whisper, stay, and I will reveal. Stay, and I will release what was delayed. Stay, and I will restore what was stolen. This is not imagination. This is alignment. This is the moment where eternity intersects with your life. My beloved, do you remember the times you cried silently? The nights where you wondered if anyone could hear? God says, I heard you. Every whisper, every tear, every broken prayer, and I answered with this. This is my response. This is my hand reaching down. This is my love refusing to let you fall. The pain you carried was not punishment, it was preparation. And now it becomes the doorway to your miracle. Michael warns, do not dismiss this. Do not think it is another message. This is the message, the one you begged for. The one heaven wrote in secret, the one that carries your miracle. 10 minutes, that is all heaven requires, to shift what years of struggle could not, but only if you remain, only if you open your heart. Beloved child, can you feel them near? The one you lost, the one who left too soon. Their presence is here. Their love is pressing through the veil. They whisper softly, Please stay. Please don't leave. This is my gift to you. This is my last prayer answered. I begged heaven for this chance, and it is here now. Do not waste it. Their tears of love flow through your spirit. Their hands of light rest upon your shoulder. They want you to know they never left. They say, I forgave you. I never carried anger. I carried only love. I left whispering your name, and I am still whispering it now. This is not imagination. This is eternity speaking. This is the proof you asked for, and heaven says, now believe it. My beloved, God declares this is the last chance. If they walk away now, the page will close. If they stay, the scroll will be unsealed, and within 10 minutes they will see a sign that cannot be denied. It may appear as a number. It may appear as a name repeated. It may appear as an unexpected door swinging wide. But it will appear because heaven cannot lie, because this message is the seal of truth. Good, you are still here, and because you stayed, your spirit is marked. Michael smiles now because he knows you are ready. The miracle has been waiting for your yes, and your yes has already been spoken. Now it is only a matter of time, a matter of minutes. But listen closely before the miracle appears. The enemy will try to distract you one last time. They will whisper doubt. They will stir fear. They will tempt you to settle. Do not give in. Michael says, tell them resist once more. Stand once more, and the blessing will fall. Believe once more, and their life will never be the same again. The angels are singing now because your spirit has chosen to remain. Heaven is aligning what was delayed, and the Father whispers softly, in 10 minutes the proof will come, but only for the ones who stayed. My child, my beloved, the heavens have not gone silent. Even now, angels are circling around you. They are holding back storms you cannot see. They are fighting battles you never knew existed. And Michael himself is standing guard, his sword lifted in flame, declaring this one is chosen, this one will not be lost. My beloved child, listen with your whole spirit. This is not a coincidence. This is not random. This is your last chance. Your miracle is waiting only 10 minutes from now, but it will only unlock if you stay. Archangel Michael says, tell them this is the final call. Tell them heaven has opened a secret message with their name on it. Tell them if they close it, the door will shut forever. Do you feel your heartbeat rise? Do you feel the weight in your chest? That is not fear. That is recognition. Your soul remembers this moment. It was written before you were born, and now it has come alive. My beloved God says I am reaching for you. My hand is stretched. Do not pull away. Do not ignore. In the next 10 minutes after receiving this word, a shift will come. It may come as a sign, a repeated name, or an unexpected opening. But it will come, and if you stay, you will see it. Pause, my child. Do you feel the stillness filling the room? That is heaven surrounding you. That is Michael standing guard. That is God reminding you, I never left you. I never abandoned you. I never turned away. I was waiting for you to arrive at this exact second. Your miracle is closer than you think. It is already moving. It is already unfolding. But heaven warns, if you walk away now, it will pass into another. If you remain, it will fall at your feet. Beloved, the angels are watching. Your ancestors are listening. Even the one you lost, the one who left too soon. They are here whispering, please do not skip this. Please do not let go. This is the moment they prayed you would see. Their love is pressing through the veil, their voice trembling with urgency. Heaven has given them permission to speak through this message. And Michael declares, "This is sacred. This is sealed. This is for you. Do not let doubt steal it. Do not let distraction blind you. This is the sign you prayed for. This is the answer you begged to see. This is your last chance. My beloved, lean closer. This is the moment heaven has been preparing for." Archangel Michael's voice echoes through the unseen with fire written for your name. He says, "Do not turn away now. Do not scroll away. The door has been opened for the final time. If you remain, your miracle will unfold within minutes. If you leave, the blessing will vanish like smoke." Do you feel that trembling, that heaviness, that sudden chill across your skin? That is not fear. That is recognition. Your soul knows this message. Your heart knows this moment. The heavens are watching, and the angels are holding their breath. God whispers, "Stay, and I will reveal what was hidden. Stay, and I will release what was delayed. Stay, and I will restore what was stolen." This is not imagination. This is alignment. This is the moment where eternity intersects with your life. Do you remember the nights you cried silently? The moments you wondered if anyone could hear? God says, "I heard you." Every whisper, every tear, every broken prayer. This is my response. This is my hand reaching down. This is my love refusing to let you fall. The pain you carried was not punishment. It was preparation. And now it becomes the doorway to your miracle. Michael warns, do not dismiss this. Do not think it is another message. This is the message, the one you begged for, the one heaven wrote in secret, the one that carries your miracle. 10 minutes is all heaven requires to shift what years of struggle could not. But only if you remain, only if you open your heart, only if you believe. Can you feel them near, the one you lost? Their presence is here, their love pressing through the veil as they whisper, "Please stay, please do not leave." This is their gift to you, their final prayer answered. They begged heaven for this moment, and now it is here. They say, "I forgave you. I carried only love." I am still whispering your name even now. This is not imagination. This is eternity speaking. This is the proof you asked for, and heaven says, "Now believe it." God declares, this is the last chance. If you walk away, the page will close. If you stay, the scroll will be unsealed. Within 10 minutes, you will see a sign that cannot be denied. A number, a name, or a door opening unexpectedly. Good you are still here, and because you stayed, your spirit is marked. Michael smiles because he knows you are ready. The miracle has been waiting for your yes, and your yes has already been spoken. Now it is only a matter of minutes. But before it appears, the enemy will try to distract you one last time. They will whisper doubt, stir fear, and tempt you to settle. Do not give in. Resist once more, and the blessing will fall. Believe once more, and your life will never be the same. The angels are singing because you chose to remain. Heaven is aligning what was delayed. The Father whispers softly, "The proof will come, but only for the ones who stay." The heavens are not silent. Angels are circling you, holding back storms you cannot see, fighting battles you never knew existed. Michael stands guard with his sword lifted in flame, declaring, "This one is chosen. This one will not be lost. This one will see their miracle." Do you understand how powerful this is? Just 10 minutes of belief, focus, and alignment. In that window, what was delayed for years will begin to flow. What was hidden will be revealed. What was locked will open. You may ask why now. Because this moment is marked. It was written in your destiny before you were born. Every prayer, every tear, every hope has led you here. God says, I saw it all. Every silent sacrifice, every unspoken prayer. I have not forgotten you. The delay was not denial, it was preparation, and now the preparation ends. Do you feel the trembling? That is your miracle breaking through, your blessing pressing against the veil. It is closer than your breath, already on its way. But you must remain, you must believe, you must not close this message. The enemy is panicking, trying to distract you, confuse you, pull you away, but you must not listen. Hold firm, because once heaven declares it, nothing can stop it. Your loved one steps forward again, their voice filled with love, saying, I prayed for this moment, I whispered your name, and now you hear me. Do you feel the tears rising? That is their love reaching you, their presence proving they are still near. They say, I never left in anger. I left loving you, and I am still loving you now. They urge you, do not give up, do not stop believing. The miracle is so close, and they will rejoice with you when it arrives. God whispers again, this is the last chance. If you leave, you lose the moment. If you stay, everything changes. And because you stayed, heaven moves closer, aligning your path, unfolding your miracle now. This is the edge of your miracle. Hold still, hold faith, hold this message like a flame, and do not let doubt blow it out. Feel the hush around you. It is the presence of God waiting for your yes. Your heart is the gate, and when it opens fully, heaven enters. In these moments, destiny aligns to your name. This is the proof you asked for. A voice from eternity speaking directly to your soul. Do not argue with it. Do not explain it away. You were chosen for this hour. Your miracle will not be loud. It will be quiet and unmistakable. Something small, carrying enormous weight. Watch closely. A message, a call, a number, a sign, and when it appears, thank God with everything in you. Keep your eyes open. The small things will reveal the truth. Forgiveness is waiting. Release the names you have held. Free your heart from heaviness. Forgiveness is the key. Not weakness, but freedom. Only a free heart can carry this blessing. Do you feel the shift, the lightness, the breath returning? That is heaven moving. The tide is changing, gently, perfectly, just as it should. Someone has hidden truth from you, but the mask will fall. Let it fall. Do not resist it. Truth will free you and clear the way for your blessing. Your loved one smiles, saying, this is my gift. Stay and receive it. Let the tears come. They are healing you. Speak it now. Say, I receive. Let your voice seal it. Let your spirit lock it in. The angels record your faith when you confess it. That confession is your key. And now the final test comes. Doubt will whisper like advice. Comfort will try to delay you. Familiar voices will question what you feel. But do not listen. Do not turn away. Hold fast. Your yes must be louder than every lie. God shows me this. A paper will move, an email will appear, a number will be bawled, or a stranger will speak a name that makes your hands tremble. When it happens, do not be afraid. It is not coincidence, it is confirmation. Hold this simple posture. Gratitude, When a miracle arrives, many freeze in disbelief. Do not freeze. Move with thanks. Speak thanks. Open your hands and receive. Gratitude prepares your spirit to carry more. It signals to heaven this child is ready for increase. Michael says they must not return to old conversations. They must not retale old wounds. They must speak new words, declarations of hope, phrases of faith. Try these if you feel lost. I am chosen. I am receiving. I walk into my blessing. Repeat them until your heart makes them true. Beloved, remove the doubts like old coats. They are heavy and stitched from other people's fears. Stand naked before God with nothing to hide. Your vulnerability is not an exposure. It is an invitation. When you are honest in the open, heaven can place the crown. A warning continues. Someone will try to bargain with your destiny. They will present a smaller, easier offer to keep you from stepping into the full good. Michael says, take the higher. Choose the covenant over the concession. My child, my beloved, take a moment to slow down and come back to clarity. Messages like this mix encouragement with pressure, making it hard to know what is truly helpful. You do not need to believe that every closed door or delay was part of a hidden plan protecting you. Sometimes things simply happen, and meaning is something you build through reflection and growth. It is good advice not to stay in situations that drain you or hold you back. If there is a conversation you have been avoiding, or a decision you know is right, take it step by step with a calm mind. Real change comes from clear choices, not from reacting to urgency or fear. Trust yourself to move carefully instead of rushing. My beloved, you do not need to look for numbers, midnight thoughts, or random songs as confirmations. The mind naturally creates patterns when it expects them, especially in emotional moments. Instead, trust what is consistent, what is logical, and what aligns with your real situation. That is where true clarity lives. You are not under attack from unseen forces, and you do not need to act quickly to unlock anything. Take your time and think things through before making decisions. If something truly matters, it will still matter when your mind is calm. You are allowed to pause and choose wisely. If you are carrying grief or thinking about someone you lost, honor that by living in a way that reflects your values. Growth comes from how you live each day, not from trying to interpret hidden signs. Let your actions, not fear, guide your next steps. This is where real strength begins. It is the seed, planted with faith. Small acts of faith are the hinges of great doors. Do the simple thing. Do not allow the mind to argue. When Dad rises, speak the truth louder. When fear knocks, answer with praise. When confusion screams, respond with a single sentence. This is from God. Beloved, in the coming minutes, open your hands and your heart. Receive the small thing that becomes large. Receive the quiet nudge that grows into a door. Receive the miracle that shifts your story. Michael's final word for this moment: stand firm, receive, walk forward in the proof. Your miracle is sealed and unshakable because heaven has spoken. Your name is safe in the book of life. Now step into what was written for you. You stayed. Because you stayed, the heavens moved. Because you stayed, the angels rejoiced. Because you stayed, your miracle came closer. Say it now, aloud. I receive. I will not turn away. I step into my miracle. Hold that confession like a torch. Your miracle will find you. Your life will change. This is the hour. This is the promise. This is your last chance that became your first step into forever. Good you stayed. Now listen. The part that follows will line up like stars, signs, moments all pointing to what your soul already suspected. First, there will be a small, ordinary thing that breaks open the secret. A message on your phone, a name mentioned in a casual conversation, a paper you find in a drawer. Do not dismiss it. Heaven uses small doors to enter big rooms. When that tiny thing appears, stop everything and pay attention. Michael says that small door is the hinge of your miracle. There will be a name you have not thought of in years, a name that will arrive unexpectedly. It may come from a stranger, a letter, or a forgotten voice message. When you hear it, your chest will tighten. That tightening is the universe confirming the connection. Write it down. Keep it sacred. Do not announce it to the world. Treat it like the treasure it is. Next, look for repeating numbers, not because numbers have power on their own, but because angels often speak in patterns. 731, pay attention to the sequence that repeats for you. When you begin to see it everywhere, know this. Heaven is confirming the path, Michael says. When the number returns, so does validation. There will also be a moment of confrontation, not violent but revealing. A question you've long avoided will be asked by someone who cannot hide the truth anymore. They will stumble over words. Their voice will change. Watch the micro expressions. They will give away what years of politeness covered. This is the hour of unmasking. When it happens, breathe and do not react in wrath. React with wisdom. Heaven will guide your response if you ask. Your soulmate will finally speak plainly. It might be clumsy, hesitant, apologetic. That is okay. Real love does not come wrapped in perfect speeches. It arrives in broken sentences. In honest confessions, enhance the tremble while they reach for yours. When they speak, meet them with mercy first. Michael commands. Mercy opens what accusation closes. There will be proofs that knits the fragments together, old photos that reveal a pattern, a voice note you forgot you had, a receipt with a name, a witness who suddenly remembers. When proofs arrived, they will not all be dramatic. Many will be small confirmations that together form a mountain of truth. Collect them gently. Store them wisely. Do this now. Write a name on paper, the first name that came to your heart when you read this message. Fold it, place it somewhere safe, and pray over it. This is an act of covenant. It anchors heaven to earth. Michael says, when they write the name, angels form a court of protection around the destiny. You may feel angry. You may feel betrayed. That is human invalid. But the first response asked of you is not retribution. It is clarity. Ask God for clarity before you confront. Ask Michael for discernment before you decide. When you move from clarity, your steps will be steady. When you move from outrage, you may be led astray. There will be a place to go, not always a person to shout at. Sometimes a room to enter, a box to open, a file to read. In that place, you will find an unexpected piece, maybe a letter, maybe a scanned document that shifts the balance. When it appears, Michael's voice will feel close, and you will know you are being led, not just discovering by accident. Prepare yourself spiritually. Fast in some small way if you can. Pray with simple words. God, show me truth. God, give me courage. God, protect what is mine. These short prayers line up the unseen forces to work on your behalf. Do not let pride keep you from prayer. Humility is your ally now. If your soulmate is reachable, do not rush to accuse. Begin with a single sentence that opens room. I need to hear something from your start. Truth, nothing hidden. Give them space to speak. If they start to confess and crumble, Offer a steady hand, not a falling sword. Saintly rage is not the answer, sanctified wisdom is. There will be signs of protection appearing. A friend who suddenly supports you, a lawyer's advice that makes sense, an unexpected message that warns you in time. These are angels working through people receive them. Do not isolate heaven, often pours through human hands. Listen for a repeated phrase, a line that returns to you from dreams or from songs turn on the radio. That repeated phrase will be the secret key to confirmation when it shows recorded. Share it with someone you trust in the Spirit, not with the first critic who delights in drama. Now, a firm instruction from Michael: do not erase evidence. Do not delete messages. Do not burn papers. Do not throw away the things that seem small. Heaven uses the small things as anchors preserve them because they will be the proof that redeems and restores. There will be moments of testing in the next 7 to 14 days. A tempting offer may come that seems to smooth everything over an apology. Too quick a payment, too generous a plan that asks you to forget. Do not accept the quick repair. Quick fixes are often veils. Ask for time. Allow clarity to settle. If something is offered to hush the truth, treat it as suspicious, not as a miracle. If your soulmate confesses and asks for forgiveness, see if repentance is joined with. True repentance is visible. It rearranges life, not just words. Ask for proof in character, not just promises in speech. Heaven honors consistent change more than eloquent apologies. There will likely be a boundary to set a person who must be kept at a distance for the sake of your future. This is not cruel, it is holy. Michael says boundaries are the fences God gives to protect his garden. Set them with prayerful intention and a heart that wants restoration, not revenge. Do not fear the exposure of truth. Truth, once spoken, tends to heal faster than a secret that rots in silence. The moment of revelation is a painful incision that, when tended by mercy, blooms into new life. Trust that God can make beauty from the cut. A subscription message woven in prayerful flow. If this message is reaching your heart and finding your spirit, consider staying close to this channel of words, not for drama, but for direction. There will be more confirmation sent this way. Stay soft and alert to hear them. Heaven will confirm the path with one decisive sign, a symbol, a repeated name, or a meeting that could not have been planned. When that sign comes, act with wisdom. Do not leap without counsel. Do not stay without evidence. Let heaven and earth agree before you move. Remember this. Forgiveness is not always immediate reunion. You may forgive and still choose distance until change is proven. Forgiveness clears your heart. It does not necessarily reopen every door immediately. Let wisdom steward your mercy. If your soulmate truly repents and rebuilds, your union can become stronger than it was. Level 4, trust that God can rewrite your story so that the very place of pain becomes the place of power. Many sacred unions are forged in the fire of truth and then tempered into something unbreakable. My beloved child, your faith has carried you further than you know. Even now, the heavens are rejoicing because you refuse to let go. Archangel Michael says, every second they remain, the miracle draws closer. Every heartbeat of belief pulls the blessing into alignment. They cannot miss it now unless they turn away. Stay here, beloved. You are inches away from what you have prayed for. Do not let your mind wander to fear. Do not let your heart be stolen by doubt. This moment is sacred, and it will not repeat. Think of how many times you almost gave up, How many times you whispered, "I can't do this anymore." But you did. You kept moving. You kept breathing. You kept fighting, and heaven saw every moment of it. God says, because you endured, because you did not quit, I am giving you double for your pain. Michael declares, they must know. The years the locusts have eaten will be restored. The tears that watered the ground will bloom into joy. The prayer spoken in silence will shout in the open. This is not just a word, it is a covenant. Beloved, your miracle is not only for you, it is for everyone connected to you. When the blessing falls, those around you will taste its overflow. Your light will heal others. Your testimony will guide them. Your breakthrough will prove to them that God still moves. Do you feel that the stirring in your spirit? The sudden warmth pressing against your chest? That is not emotion, that is confirmation. Your soul knows it is being prepared. The angels are arranging what your eyes cannot yet see. Do not resist it. Do not fear it. Just receive it. My child, someone in your life has doubted you, spoken against you, laughed at your face. They will be silenced when this miracle arrives, not by your words, but by the undeniable evidence of God's hand. You will not need to defend yourself. Heaven will defend you. Your fruit will be your answer, Michael whispers. Tell them they will not wait long. Tell them the sign is closer than the breath they breathe. Tell them the next 10 minutes are holy and they must guard their spirit carefully. So be watchful, be calm, be ready. Beloved, there is a truth about your family that will soon be revealed. It may shake you, at first it may hurt, but it will free you. The lies will break and the chains will fall. And when it happens, you will understand why this message came. You will realize that heaven was not late, it was perfectly timed. Your lost one speaks again. Their voice is soft, like a memory you almost forgot. They say, I never left your side. I was watching, I was guiding, and I prayed for this moment. I begged heaven to let me speak, and now I say to you, you are stronger than you know. Do not fear the future, it is brighter than your past. Let the tears come, beloved. Tears are proof of release, they are not weakness. They are washing away the pain that no longer belongs to you. They are preparing space for joy that will soon fill you. Good you are still here, that means you trust, that means you believe. That means heaven can go further, Michael says. Tell them the door is unlocked. All they must do is step through. Do not stand at the threshold any longer. Walk boldly into what is waiting. Do you hear that the sound of a latch clicking open? That is your sign. The way forward is clear. The door is yours. Beloved, say these words now and say them with faith. I receive, I will not look back. Let those words echo through your spirit. Let them seal your decision. Let them mark the end of delay. God whispers, I have chosen you. I have anointed you. I have marked you. And no one, no darkness, no lie can erase what I have written for you. Hold this truth in your heart. Repeat it when you feel afraid. Declare it when you feel weak. It will be the anchor that holds you steady when the winds rise. Your miracle is unfolding even now. The angels are rejoicing. Michael is guarding. God is smiling. And your lost one is whispering finally. Finally they see. Finally they believe. Beloved child, the countdown is almost complete. Stay, breathe, receive. My beloved child, the heavens have not turned away. They are closer now than ever before. The countdown is almost complete, and the air around you trembles with the weight of what is coming. Michael's voice thunders like lightning in your soul. Stay until the end. Do not close this. Do not turn away, for their miracle is already moving, and their yes is the only key left to turn. Beloved, you may feel weary. You may wonder, can I really hold on? But listen, your holding on is not in vain. Every moment of waiting was planting roots. And now, because you did not give up, the fruit is ripening before your eyes. This is why your heart feels heavy, why your chest feels warm. Your spirit knows what your mind is only beginning to see. God says, I am faithful. I did not forget you. I did not ignore you. I was preparing you, and now I am rewarding you. Your pain is being traded for peace. Your loss is being traded for gain. Your tears are being gathered into laughter. Heaven's exchange is already in motion, Michael warns again. The enemy is afraid. They will send distractions, small, subtle, sharp. Do not listen. Do not give them your focus. The moment they look away is the moment they lose. Tell them to stay, and they will win. This is not the time to drift. This is not the time to doubt. This is the time to anchor yourself. Beloved, hear the whisper of the one you lost. They lean close now, and their presence is undeniable. They say, I never wanted you to carry guilt. I never wanted you to think it was your fault. My last thought was, love, not regret. My last whisper was, your name, not anger. They are proud of you. They are cheering for you. And they have been waiting for this exact moment to see you finally receive what was always meant to be. Do you feel their love in your spirit? It presses softly, like hands on your shoulders. It hums gently, like a song you forgot, but suddenly remember. That is their sign. That is their proof. You are not alone, beloved. You were never alone. Now Michael reveals what is hidden. There is someone in their circle whose words are poison. They smile in daylight, but curse in darkness. Their mask is slipping, and heaven will not allow them to block the miracle. When the truth comes, do not fight it. Let it fall away. Let them leave. This is not loss, it is release. God removes what cannot go with you, so your hands are free to hold what is arriving. Beloved, you must prepare. The miracle is not only spiritual, it is tangible. It may be an open door, a financial release, a reconciliation, a message that changes everything. But whatever form it takes, it will come quickly. It will come clearly. It will come undeniably. And when it does, you must be ready to act. Do not freeze. Do not hesitate. Take the step. Speak the yes. Sign the paper. Walk through the door. Your action will complete the miracle that heaven has already begun. God whispers, I trust you with this. That is why I waited. That is why I chose now. Because now you are strong enough to carry it, wise enough to guard it, humble enough to receive it. You are ready, even if you doubt, even if you question. Heaven knows you are ready. Beloved, let this truth sink deep. You are chosen. You are protected. You are anointed. You are loved beyond measure. And no hand of man can erase what God has written for you. Michael says, tell them to watch the next 10 minutes. Tell them the sign is sealed. Tell them heaven is counting down. You will know it when it comes. It will shock you with its timing. It will silence every lie. And it will confirm everything you have heard here. Good, you are still here. That means you are still aligned. That means the miracle is still yours. That means the countdown continues and heaven smiles at your endurance. Beloved, whisper, now I will not give up. I will not walk away. I will stay until the end. Let your words echo into eternity. Let them be the seal on this covenant. And watch how quickly the shift comes. My beloved child, you are still here. Do you know what that means? It means your soul has said yes. It means your spirit is ready. It means heaven can finally release what has been stored for you since before time began. Michael lifts his sword high and speaks with thunder. They did not turn away. They did not doubt. Because they stayed, their miracle is sealed. Because they believed, the enemy is defeated. Because they listened, the door is open. Beloved, you may feel the atmosphere changing around you. A strange stillness, a warmth in your chest, a heaviness lifting from your shoulders. Do not ignore it. That is the presence of heaven filling the space around you. That is proof that this is real. You prayed for confirmation. You begged God, if you are with me, show me. And now He is showing you. This message is your proof. This presence is your sign. The miracle is already in motion. God says, my child, I have waited for this moment. I have guarded you when you thought you were alone. I have defended you when you could not see. I have carried you when you wanted to fall. And now I reward you openly. This is not just another day. This is not just another word. This is the turning point of your life. Beloved, you have enemies you cannot see. People who smiled in your face but cursed your name in secret. Michael says their season of deception is over. Their masks will fall. Their words will return to them. Their plans will collapse. Do not be afraid when it happens. Do not cling when God removes. Let the separation come. Heaven is clearing your circle so your hands are free for blessing. You have asked, why do people leave me? Why do doors close? God answers, because not everyone can walk where you are going. My child, my beloved, slow down and take a steady breath. This message is trying to pull you in with urgency and emotion, but real guidance does not pressure you or make you afraid of missing something in the next few minutes. The feelings you notice, the tug in your heart, the rise of tears, those are real, but they come from your own memories, your love, and your grief. When you think about someone you lost, your body and mind respond naturally. That does not mean they are speaking to you or sending signs through numbers or thoughts. My beloved, be careful with messages that tell you, this is your last chance, or that you must act immediately to receive something. Life does not work like that. What is truly meant for you will not disappear because you paused, questioned, or stepped away. You do not need to look for repeating numbers or sudden thoughts as proof of something supernatural happening. Our minds are very good at noticing patterns when we are already focused on them. Real decisions should come from clarity, not from trying to interpret signs. If you are missing someone, it is okay to feel that deeply. You can honor them by living your life fully, by taking care of yourself, and by moving forward in a way that feels healthy and real. That is something you can control. You don't need to say special words to unlock anything. You don't need to stay in a message to prove your faith. Stay grounded in what you know, what you can see, and what you can choose. That is where your real strength is. My child, my beloved, do not turn away. Archangel Michael says, this is an emergency. A great tragedy is coming your way. And if you ignore this, you will cry for the rest of your life. The heavens are trembling as this word is spoken. Time is running out. Your name is hanging in the balance. You have only seconds to open your spirit before this message fades like smoke. Why do you feel chills on your arms right now? Why is your heart racing as you read these words? Because you know this is not ordinary. This is not just another message. This is a divine interruption. This is heaven screaming your name before it is too late. Michael says, if they close this, if they doubt, the shield will be removed, and what is coming will strike them without mercy. But if you stay, if you listen, if you believe, the tragedy will be canceled and the miracle will break forth. Do not take this lightly. You have been warned. Beloved child, the reason you were pulled here is because danger is closer than you think. There is something happening behind your back right now. Someone is moving in secret. Someone is hiding something that could break you. Heaven saw it. Michael saw it. And now the alarm has been sounded. This is your final alert. You may wonder, why me? Why now? Because your spirit cried out, because your soul begged for answers in the silence of night. Because you could not sleep, and heaven heard you whisper. That was not an accident. That was alignment. That was the angels preparing you for this moment. And now the message is here. Do not close it. Do not walk away. Every second matters. Michael says they have less time than they think. If they delay, they will step into the trap. But if they listen, I will break the snare and pull them into safety. Your choice determines everything. My beloved God says, I am not warning you to frighten you. I am warning you to protect you. I will not let the tragedy consume you if you obey. I will not let the darkness swallow you if you stay under my wing. That is why this message came. Not to scare you, but to save you. Pause. Do you feel your chest grow heavy? That is not fear. It is recognition. Your soul knows this is true. Your spirit remembers the voice of heaven. It is the same voice that carried you through storms you thought would end you. The same voice that whispered hope when you wanted to give up. And now it is calling again. Archangel Michael says, tell them this is the last warning. If they ignore it, the tears will not stop. If they obey it, the breakthrough will not delay. Beloved, do not gamble with this moment. Do not assume tomorrow will wait. Tomorrow is not promised, but this moment, this holy interruption is in your hands. My child, do not scroll away. The urgency is real. Michael's voice is like thunder across your life, and every echo of it is for you alone. He says, asterisk, open this, now do not delay. There is a move coming that will seem sudden, but you were warned, asterisk. This is why your spirit felt the pull tonight. This is why you could not sleep and why your thoughts kept returning to the same place. The heavens have been preparing you for this exact second. Listen closely. Something in your household is shifting. Someone is planning a change that will affect your roof, your name, your peace. They move with friendly eyes, but their hands are not clean. Michael has seen the papers, the whispers, the late-night calls, the setup that would make you lose more than comfort. It would make you lose your inheritance of joy. Do not let that happen. Stay. Receive this warning as protection. You may feel anger rising. That is natural. Anger is a signal your dignity was noticed by heaven, and heaven will act. But do not act in haste, Michael says. Asterisk, do not react from pain. Respond from wisdom. Let my angels prepare the ground, asterisk. Let me reveal the names and the plans. If you move now by panic, you may play into a trap. If you stay and listen, you will be given strategies in time to outmaneuver the snare. There will be a sign coming to confirm this message. A name will repeat in your dreams. A number will show up on a bill, or a stranger will say a phrase that makes your heart stop. When you see it, do not shrug it off. That is the confirmation Michael promised. It is heaven's fingerprint on this word. When the sign appears, prepare to act with prayer and calm discernment. Beloved, this emergency is not only about loss, it is about exposure. Hidden things are being pulled to light. Secrets that were quietly rearranging your life will be revealed. Some will be painful to see, but pain without truth only keeps you stuck. Truth is a sword that severs the cord of deception. Do not fear the cut. It frees you to walk forward whole. Michael is urgent asterisk. Protect their heart. Protect their mind. Let them not be deceived by false kindness. Asterisk. That means guard what you share. Speak less. Record more. Document everything you can. If there are transactions, keep receipts. If there are conversations, remember dates and times. Heaven moves through both spirit and practical steps. Obedience to both will keep you safe. You may feel tempted to confront the person immediately. Hold that impulse, Michael says. Asterisk, wait for the pattern to reveal itself fully. Confrontation in half-truths allows the enemy to shift the narrative. Let the truth assemble and then present it with clarity. Asterisk, collect evidence in prayer and then act with authority. Heaven will guide your words when the moment is right. Do not be surprised if someone close suddenly turns cold. Betrayal often walks alongside the person you least expect. But remember, exposure is the beginning of healing, not the end of your story. When the mask falls, you will see who was acting and when. You know you will have power not to hurt, but to choose differently and to free your future from their influence. My beloved Michael is showing me protection strategies. First, speak a short prayer every morning. Not long words, just a yielded heart. Asterisk, Lord, cover my name. Expose the lies. Protect what is mine. Asterisk. Second, write down 3 things you fear losing and then pray over each one specifically. Third, clear one decision off your calendar that drains you. Make room for divine strategy. These practical acts open space for miracles to enter. There is someone who has been siphoning your blessing through small compromises. Little yes. Where you should have said no, Michael says, asterisk, say no now. Say no to what steals your future. Asterisk. You were trained to make others comfortable at your expense. Tonight, break that training. Choose your peace. Choose your inheritance. Choose what God marked for you before you were born. You might ask, will I be alone if I remove them? No, heaven replaces what you release. For every door you close on what drains you, a door opens to what renews you. Michael whispers asterisk, do not be afraid of the empty space. It will be filled by what God planned for you, not by what the world offered. Asterisk. Trust this. The exchange is often supernatural. Loss becomes leverage for blessing. Beloved, your finances are connected to this warning. Someone may try to divert money or shift property while you are distracted. Be vigilant. Check paperwork. Verify signatures. Call the bank if anything looks off. Michael calls for practical vigilance as well as prayer. God uses both hands, one to move the spirit, the other to move the facts. When the truth begins to surface, do not rush to expose it on social platforms. Michael says, public exposure without prayer creates chaos. Let the legal and spiritual be aligned. Seek wise counsel. Consult someone trustworthy who loves God and truth. This is not the time for public spectacle. It is the time for strategic revelation that secures your name and protects the vulnerable around you. You will feel moments of doubt. That is normal. The enemy will whisper You imagined it. You are overreacting Push back with remembrance. Remember nights you cried alone. Remember the signs you ignored before. Remember the dreams that would not leave you. Those memories are your proof that heaven has been speaking to you all along, Michael says. Prepare a safe place. This could be literal a spare account, a locked drawer, or a trusted friend who knows how to keep secrets. It could also be spiritual, a daily sacred time where you read, pray, and allow clarity to come. When crisis hits, safety is not only walls and locks. Safety is a practiced posture of rest in God. Do not permit bitterness to enter your mouth. Bitterness will eat at your spirit and open doors the enemy wants. When you are tempted to curse, instead declare, I release this to God. I will not become what hurt me. This posture honors heaven and invites restoration. Michael fights for those who refuse to be consumed by rage. There is a promise attached to this emergency. When the storm breaks, God will restore more than was taken. The heavens operate on overflow. Loss is not the final word. After exposure comes restitution. After correction comes increase. Hold to that promise like a lifeline. It is anchored in heaven. Good, you are still here. That choice matters. Every second you stay, your name is being written more clearly in heaven's ledger. Michael smiles when someone does not turn away, because to stay in the tension is to permit God to work, and God honors endurance. If you have children or elders depending on you, be especially cautionary now. Guard their time, their documents, their relationships. Pray over their names. Speak their protection aloud. Often the enemy attacks through the weakest thread of your care. Make every thread strong with prayer and practical boundaries. Do not let fear make your decisions. Let faith guide them. Michael instructs when they fear, let them move in small, obedient steps, not in panic. Obedience in small things keeps them safe in big things. So do one steady thing today. Call, verify, lock, or pray. Do not try to fix everything at once. The enemy hopes for overwhelm. God smiles at small, steady obedience. You may be tempted to confront with accusation. Instead, confront with question. Ask for clarity. Ask for documentation. Ask for truth. The wise will answer, the guilty will squirm. This is how light pierces the dark. Beloved, watch for allies. People who have been quiet will step forward. A neighbor, a cousin, a colleague. Someone you did not expect will bring evidence or a word of truth that helps you. When you see them, receive them. Do not dismiss the help because it arrives imperfectly. God often uses unlikely hands. This emergency is also an invitation to spiritual awakening. Pain wakes the soul like nothing else. When your back is against the wall, your spirit either gives into despair or rises in clarity. Choose clarity. Choose to ask God for wisdom that smells like heaven and looks like peace. That wisdom is your compass through the chaos, Michael commands asterisk. Lock your mouth until you have the map. Do not scatter your testimony before you have the path asterisk, meaning keep the core to trusted counsel until God gives you the moment to reveal. Public confession too early can be used against you. Divine timing reveals the whole picture at once. You may feel isolated. Do not let isolation be your prison. Reach out to a pastor, a wise friend, or someone with legal sense who walks with God. You do not have to carry the whole battle alone. Heaven provides allies when you ask. Now breathe. Repeat this asterisk, heaven. Expose the hidden. Protect the innocent. Make the path clear asterisk. Say it aloud 3 times. Let the air carry the petition. When you speak, the unseen responds. Your voice matters in the spiritual realm. Expect a shift within 72 hours. It may be small, a call, a document, a name whispered. It may be big, a person packing their things, or a sudden clarity in your mind. When the shift comes, do not panic. Michael will guide the steps if you stay anchored. Translate the moments into wise actions, not into fear. Finally, beloved, remember this: the tragedy is averted for the obedient. Heaven warned so you can save what matters. If you heed this call, you will not cry as the story unfolds. You will stand protected, watching God reverse the pieces. You stayed, you listened, you will be protected. Michael lowers his sword, not in defeat, but in readiness to bless. God leans forward, hand outstretched, take it now. Receive protection, wisdom, and restoration. Do not close this message until you say asterisk, I receive it. I will act in wisdom and faith asterisk. My beloved child, you are still here. Do you know what that means? It means heaven has marked you as one who can carry the full truth. Michael says, asterisk, most turn away, most ignore the warning. But this one stayed, and because they stayed, the angels can release the secrets asterisk. Listen carefully. The tragedy that was forming has already begun to shake. Papers that were being drafted, conversations spoken in secret, the planning of hands that did not love you. It is all crumbling even now. The moment you chose to listen, heaven began to unravel their schemes. But you must not relax. Stay alert, for the enemy strikes hardest when their time is short. You may wonder asterisk, why am I always the one tested? Why is my road so hard? Because your destiny is weighty. Because your future is brighter than you can imagine. Because your name carries a frequency the enemy cannot silence. This is why storms follow you. But storms are not sent to destroy chosen ones. They are sent to prove the power of heaven in your life. Michael declares, asterisk, tell them the storm was not punishment, it was positioning. They were being set apart, refined like gold, prepared for an inheritance asterisk. Do you see now why you survived what others did not? Why you walked through fire, and yet your spirit still shines, because God would not let your destiny die in the smoke. He preserved you for this season, beloved. The next doors that open will not look ordinary. They will appear strange, unexpected, even uncomfortable, but they are divine. Michael says, asterisk, do not hesitate when the opportunity comes. If it carries peace in your spirit, even if your mind resists, step through it, asterisk. That is heaven's way of guiding them out of danger and into promise. The blessing may not wear the clothes you expect, but it carries the signature of God. Now listen, Your enemies thought you would remain blind forever. They believed you would ignore your intuition, suppress your discernment, and keep walking in circles. But tonight, heaven has broken the veil. Tonight, the lies have lost their grip. From this point forward, you will notice what you once overlooked. You will hear what you once ignored. And every hidden plan will rise to the surface like smoke from fire. This is exposure. Exposure is not to humiliate you. It is to free you. It is to cut away the dead weight that was slowing you down. It is to give you clarity that no one can steal. Michael says, asterisk exposure is mercy. Do not fear it. Embrace it. For after the exposure comes the explosion of blessings asterisk. My child, I see you doubting yourself. You think asterisk? What if I misheard? What if this isn't true asterisk? But why then does your heart beat so fast? Why do your eyes water without reason? Because deep down you know this is truth. Your soul remembers the voice of heaven. It is the same voice that saved you before. And now it calls again stronger, louder, clearer. Good, you are still reading. This is rare. The heavens celebrate when a chosen one listens until the end. Michael smiles because this means you are trusted with the full message. And the full message carries both warning and promise. The warning is this: within your circle, someone envies your light. They will try to push you into decisions that are not in your favor. Do not sign quickly. Do not agree hastily. Do not give your yes until you have prayed. Michael says even a delay of one day can save them from years of regret. Teach them to pause. Teach them to wait. Let discernment, not pressure, guide you. And now, the promise: your pain is about to transform into power. The very wound you thought would break you is the place where your miracle will burst forth. God has been storing blessings in the cracks of your sorrow, and now they are spilling out like rivers. In finances, in relationships, in peace. Restoration is flowing, not trickling, flowing. You may not see it all today, but signs will begin immediately. Unexpected calls, forgotten opportunities returning, strange alignments that make no sense. This is not coincidence. This is confirmation, Michael says when the first sign appears. Whisper, thank you. That thank you will multiply the blessing faster than they imagine. Beloved, this emergency was never about fear. It was about awakening. It was about shaking you out of distraction so you would not walk blind into the trap. And because you listened, because you stayed, the trap is collapsing. Heaven is rerouting your path. The sword of Michael is drawn not against you, but against everything that dared to rise against you. So do not fear. Do not cry. You have already been delivered from what you could not see. Now you must prepare to receive what you did not expect. Your tragedy has been turned into testimony. Your emergency has been turned into evidence. Your warning has become your rescue. My beloved child, do not turn your eyes away now. You are standing in the center of a holy alarm. Michael's voice is echoing through the realms, calling your name with urgency. He says, asterisk, tell them the clock is almost finished. Tell them they cannot afford to miss one more word. Their future depends on this asterisk. Do you feel it? That strange pressure in your chest, that invisible pull in your soul. That is not fear. That is your spirit waking up to the truth. The heavens are aligning, the veil is opening, and your destiny is crying out for attention. You cannot leave now. This is the exact place where the turnaround begins. Beloved, The reason this feels heavy is because heaven is exposing the hidden. There are conversations that happen behind your back. There are agreements being made without your knowledge. The enemy was hoping you would stay blind. But God says, asterisk no more, not my child, not this time asterisk. Michael's sword has already cut through the lies, and soon the truth will stand in the open for all to see. You may ask asterisk, but why do people I love keep betraying me asterisk? Because your light reveals what their darkness cannot handle. Because your calling threatens the lies they built their lives on. Because your spirit carries authority that exposes their masks. But hear me, their betrayal is not your downfall. It is your unveiling. Every knife in your back is turning into a key in your hand. Michael declares, asterisk, tell them what was stolen will be returned. What was delayed will be released. What was broken will be restored. But they must stay. They must not walk away from this message asterisk. Do you hear it? This is not just warning. This is prophecy. This is the opening of doors long shut. Beloved, the enemy has been whispering lies. You are too late. You are not enough. You have no one to stand with you. But heaven laughs at those lies. God says, I am your defender. I am your shield. I am your witness. Asterisk, you are not late. You are right on time, asterisk. Child, I see your tears. You've been carrying burdens too heavy for one soul. You've been smiling when your heart was breaking. You've been holding others while no one held you. But heaven saw it all. Not one night went unnoticed. Not one tear fell unseen. And tonight the heavens record your endurance as testimony. This is why the blessing cannot be delayed anymore. Listen carefully, Michael says asterisk. Within 7 days they will receive a sign that confirms this warning. It may come as a dream, a repeated number, or a sudden name that keeps appearing. When it comes, they must take it seriously. That is the key to their next season asterisk. Do not dismiss it as coincidence. Do not explain it away. That sign is heaven's stamp of confirmation. Beloved, you are being positioned for restoration. There is money tied to your name. There is property tied to your family. There is inheritance waiting that someone tried to hide. Michael has seen the documents, the agreements, the hidden hands. But heaven says, asterisk enough. What belongs to them will find them. No thief will keep it. No liar will block it asterisk. Get ready to see in the natural what was already sealed in the spirit. Good, you are still here. Do you realize how powerful that is? Most would have given up by now, but not you. And because you stayed, Michael smiles. He says, asterisk now, we can trust them with the deeper truth. Now they can handle the revelation asterisk. And here it is. The tragedy that was coming has already been weakened. The snare that was waiting has already begun to break. Your obedience has shifted timelines. Your endurance has summoned angels to war on your behalf. Do you see? By staying, you are not just surviving, you are rewriting your story. Child, do not fear the storm that is still swirling. The storm is not proof of failure. It is proof of breakthrough. The enemy always thrashes hardest when their time is short. But Michael's sword is drawn. The angels are in formation, and God's hand is covering your head. You will not drown. You will not break. You will rise. Remember this when everything feels darkest. That is when light is closest. You are minutes from dawn. You are steps from the miracle. Do not give up now. This is the part where heaven rewrites your ending. My child, my beloved, you are still here. That alone is a victory. Michael says, asterisk every second they remain. The power of this message increases. Every moment they stay, the tragedy weakens. Every line they read, the miracle grows stronger, asterisk. Do not underestimate this. Your presence here is not accidental. Your soul was summoned. God Himself arranged this encounter, even if the world ignores it, even if others mock it. Heaven is watching you with fire in its eyes. The angels whisper, asterisk. Stay, stay until the very last word, for the last word is the key, asterisk. Beloved, there is still more. You must know there is someone who has carried bitterness against you. They smile when they see you, but their heart curses your name. They have delayed you more than once. Michael has seen every word spoken against you in secret, and he says their time is finished. Their mask is slipping. Their schemes will collapse before their eyes, asterisk. This is why you felt restless. This is why you kept sensing something was wrong, even when no one admitted it. Your spirit was not lying to you. It was heaven's alarm system sounding in your chest. And tonight, that alarm has reached its climax. The lie is finished. The truth is rising. My beloved child, hear this. The tragedy that threatened you was tied to deception. Someone thought they could erase you quietly. They thought they could move behind your backshift what was yours, and you would never notice. But heaven noticed. Michael shouted your name before the throne. And God said, asterisk, protect them, deliver them, expose what was hidden, asterisk. That is why this message came to you. It is not coincidence, it is rescue. Now pay attention over the next few days. A conversation will happen near you that you were not meant to hear, but you will hear it. It will shock you, but do not dismiss it. That is the revelation that is the moment God shows you exactly what was hidden. When you hear it, be still, do not interrupt, do not rush. Simply observe, it will be the proof you prayed for. Beloved, God is not only uncovering lies, He is restoring what was stolen. There is something tied to your bloodline, something sacred that was meant to pass to you, but someone tried to divert it. They thought you would never see it, but heaven says, asterisk, it is sealed. It is theirs. No hand can steal what God has written. Asterisk. Prepare yourself for soon. You will see documents, names, or opportunities that carry your mark. Do you feel it now, that fire rising in your spirit, that sudden strength flooding you, even as tears fall? That is confirmation that is heaven, clothing you with armor. That is Michael placing his hand on your shoulder, whispering, asterisk, you are not weak. You are not alone. You are chosen. And chosen ones always rise, asterisk. Good. You are still here. This is the proof that you are one of the few who can carry the fullness of the message. Michael smiles because you refuse to leave. He says, asterisk, now I can give them the deepest truth. Now I can show them the part others never see. Asterisk, beloved, this is the truth. The tragedy was not just about you. It was about your family. There is a generational pattern that tried to repeat itself in your life. The same loss, the same betrayal, the same cycles of delay. But because you listened, because you stayed, that pattern is breaking tonight. It ends with you. It will not pass to your children. It will not return in your bloodline. The chain is broken. The curse is shattered. Michael lifts his sword and declares, asterisk, the next 7 years are sealed in blessing. Not in sorrow, the enemy's handwriting has been erased. The only name written is the name God gave them. Asterisk. This is why your body feels lighter. This is why your spirit is weeping. It is the release. It is the freedom. It is the beginning of restoration. Beloved, watch carefully now. Within the next 14 days, doors will open that shock you. A call you thought would never come. An invitation you stopped expecting. An opportunity you gave up on it will return. And this time, it will not slip away. This time, it is yours to keep, but you must protect your heart. Do not share everything with everyone. Not everyone who claps for you wants you to win. Be wise with your words. Guard your plans until they are finished. Let your success speak louder than your explanations. Michael says, asterisk, silence is their shield. Discernment is their weapon. Wisdom is their crown, asterisk. Child God whispers, asterisk, you thought you were forgotten. You thought you were abandoned, but I never left you. I was always preparing this moment, and now you will see why I made you wait. The blessing is greater than you dreamed. The miracle is nearer than your breath, asterisk. My beloved child, do not stop here. The heavens are still speaking, and Michael is still pressing this warning into your spirit. He says, asterisk, tell them if they close their eyes now, they will miss the secret that changes everything, the final pages. Hold the answer their soul has been crying for, asterisk. My beloved child, you are still here, and that means your spirit has chosen truth over distraction. Michael leans closer now, his voice shaking the unseen. He says, asterisk, tell them this is the hour their destiny begins to break free. This is the line in time where the story changes. This is the moment heaven seals their protection, asterisk. Do not let go. Now do not doubt what your heart is feeling. That trembling in your soul is not fear. It is recognition. It is the memory of heaven stirring inside you. It is your spirit remembering promises spoken over you before you were even born. And now those promises are waking up. Beloved, let me reveal what Michael shows me. The tragedy that tried to form was not only about your future, it was meant to silence your voice. There is something inside you, a gift, a message, a light that carries deliverance for others. The enemy knew this. That is why he tried to break you before you could rise. But he failed. You are here. You are awake, and you are about to step into the very purpose he feared. This is not a coincidence. Every line you've read has been guiding you deeper, layer by layer, into the heart of God's message. And now you are here standing at the edge of revelation. Stay, your spirit knows this is not ordinary. That is why your hands feel strange. That is why your chest feels heavy. That is why your eyes want to weep. It is the atmosphere of heaven pressing on you. Beloved, let me show you what Michael is showing me. There is a shadow in your circle, and they have been smiling at you with false love. They pretend to stand with you, but their loyalty belongs to another voice. They whispered your name with envy. They spoke lies when you were not in the room. And worst of all, they tried to block what heaven assigned to you. But tonight, heaven says, asterisk, enough. Their plans are exposed. Asterisk. You have suspected it. You felt it in your spirit. But you doubted yourself. You said, asterisk, maybe I am imagining it. Maybe I am overthinking. No, you were not imagining. That was discernment. That was God whispering to your soul. Asterisk, wake up, pay attention. Now it is confirmed you were right to feel it. You were right to pause. You were right to question, and heaven will vindicate you. Michael says, Do not fight them in flesh. Do not waste your energy arguing with shadows. I will fight for you. I will expose them with their own words asterisk. Do you understand? You do not have to prove yourself. The truth will rise on its own. The lie will collapse under its own weight. Beloved, this tragedy that tried to form was not random. It was timed. It was strategic. It was meant to break you at the exact moment your blessing was about to arrive. But heaven interrupted. Michael stepped in. This message is the interruption. This warning is the rescue, my child. God says, asterisk, I will not let them erase you. I will not let them rob you. I will not let them silence the name I gave you, asterisk. Even now, angels are standing guard around what belongs to you. They are watching over your family, your resources, your health, your mind. The enemy wanted to strike all of it at once, but because you stayed, because you listened, the attack has been dismantled. Now hear the promise: you are about to walk into a new season, a season of sudden reversals, a season of unexpected restoration. What was delayed for years will come in days. What was stolen will be returned in double. What was hidden will be revealed in light. Michael says, asterisk, they will not recognize themselves. After this, the peace will feel unreal. The joy will feel supernatural, but it will be theirs, asterisk. Pause for a moment. Think of how long you have carried the weight. Think of how many nights you whispered, asterisk, when will this end, asterisk? Beloved, it ends now. The season of hidden pain is closing. The chapter of unanswered prayers is finished. The dawn is breaking, and your name is on the horizon. Good. You are still here. That proves your soul is ready. Michael smiles because endurance always unlocks the greater portion. He says, asterisk, most gave up long before this line, but this one stayed, and because they stayed, we can reveal the inheritance, asterisk. The inheritance is not just money, though provision is coming. It is not just property, though land is marked for your name. It is not just peace, though peace will flow like water. The inheritance is presence, the presence of God so strong that every room you enter will shift. The presence of angels walking with you so closely that signs will appear daily. The presence of destiny so undeniable that even enemies will admit you are favored. Beloved, God whispers, asterisk, you will not be empty again. You will not be forgotten again. You will not be overlooked again from this day. You will rise, asterisk. And Michael declares, asterisk, this is sealed. This is sacred. This cannot be stolen. Tell them their future is secure, asterisk. My beloved child, you are still here, and that means your spirit has chosen truth over distraction. Michael leans closer now, his voice shaking the unseen. He says, asterisk, tell them this is the hour their destiny begins to break free. This is the line in time where the story changes. This is the moment heaven seals their protection, asterisk. Do not let go. Now do not doubt what your heart is feeling. That trembling in your soul is not fear. It is recognition. It is the memory of heaven stirring inside you. It is your spirit remembering promises spoken over you before you were even born. And now those promises are waking up. Beloved, let me reveal what Michael shows me. The tragedy that tried to form was not only about your future, it was meant to silence your voice. There is something inside you, a gift, a message, a light that carries deliverance for others. The enemy knew this. That is why he tried to break you before you could rise. But he failed you. are here, you are awake, and you are about to step into the very purpose he feared. God says, I am breathing on what they thought was dead. I am reviving what they gave up on. I am resurrecting what looked finished asterisk. Do you see it? Every delay is turning into preparation. Every rejection is turning into redirection. Every closed door is about to swing wide. Michael declares asterisk, the one they least expect, will soon speak their name with favor. The opportunity they thought they missed will circle back. The place they were overlooked will become the place they are honored asterisk. This is not imagination. This is divine reversal. My child, remember how many times you nearly quit. Remember the nights you thought it was over. And yet here you are, still standing still, breathing, still carrying a spark that no storm could drown. That spark is your proof. That spark is your inheritance. That spark is the miracle waiting to ignite into flame. But hear the warning, do not return to what drained you. Do not go back to what broke you. The door is closing behind you for a reason. Michael says, asterisk, if they return to the old, they will delay the new. If they cling to what was, they cannot hold what is coming asterisk. You must release the old cycle so the new blessing can enter. Beloved, this is not just about survival. This is about overflow. God is not merely saving you from tragedy. He is positioning you for testimony. You will speak and others will heal. You will rise and others will believe your story will shine as proof that heaven still moves. Good, you are still here. Do you realize what that means? Most people never reach this point. Most hearts grow tired before the end. But you stayed, and because you stayed, heaven will give you what others never receive. Michael smiles, his sword lowered in blessing, and says, asterisk, tell them their endurance has opened the final scroll asterisk. And here is what it says. The next 14 days are holy signs will multiply, numbers will repeat names, will echo, dreams will sharpen. And every one of them will point toward the truth you were destined to see. Do not ignore them. Do not dismiss them. They are heaven's way of confirming what has been spoken. Beloved God whispers asterisk, do not fear the future. I have already walked ahead of you. I have already scattered the traps. I have already secured the blessing. All you must do is walk forward with faith asterisk. Do you hear it? The tragedy has lost its grip. The inheritance is rising. The miracle is moving. Your tomorrow will not look like your yesterday. The tears you carried will water the ground of your blessing. The sorrow you endured will become the soil of your testimony, and the name you thought was erased is being written again in light. Michael says, asterisk, this is finished. This is sealed. This is done asterisk, but only for those who believe. And you do believe. That is why you are still here.